Hi, I'm going to make a quick video just to give an overview of the website and what it consists of for you to refer to if you get stuck. I will be talking about these topics. I'll give you a general overview of what a website page consists of. Show you where to sign in to the administration area, the profile page, the edit icon, the overview of the editor, article editor, and then a quick walk through all the pages, and then we'll look at the administration menu items. Okay, so let's start. Right, so the first topic would be to show you the different components of a web page. Now, here you will see this area is the header of the web, and doesn't matter to which page you go, that will always be there, as you can see. Right, then the next thing here we have a banner. So in this banner we can put quite a few images if we want. The images can change every now and again, it doesn't matter. It just to showcase the club a little bit. Right, and then you will find that here we've got a section which is what we called the navigation bar, or the left bar or section of the website. So you can have a string of things down there. Then you have here what we call the breadcrumbs bar. So in this bar it will always tell you where you are. So normally that and that it ties up. So if we go to the About Us page, click on that, you can see that we went from home to About Us. If you go to the newsletter page, you can see we went from home to newsletter. If you want to go to home, you can either click there, or you can see that's also a link, and you can, for instance, click there. Right, then this part here is the main area where the website content would be displayed. If you go further down, here you have a footer, and here you've got another banner area, but there's only this one advert in there. Okay, so that is a basic overview of the website. There, just to point out, there is a search field. So if you click in there and you type anything you want to search for, like somebody's name or whatever, you will be presented as result down in this area, wherever that search criteria would be found, and you would have links to go into it. You can try it out. Right, so next topic. Let's talk about how to sign in to the administration area, and then we can talk about the profiles page as a next topic. So let's have a look. If you scroll right down to this area, this is the login mask that you will get, or the login window. So to log in, you need to just put in your username. In my case, it is that. And of course your password. Then you can click on the login button, and that logs you into the page. Just to prove, you can see that I have now been logged in. And of course, to log out, I need to just click on that button, and I will be logging out again. Right, so let's talk about the next page. If you go to your profile, you can edit your profile. So in my case, this is my profile. My name is that, my username is that. Of course, my password won't be displayed, but I can I can now go in here and change my password. So if I put in a new password and I confirm it a second time, then that would become my new password. That is my email address, and of course, to make sure your email address is entered correctly, you need to confirm that in a second box as well. And basic settings is the editor that we use. Everybody will use that editor. That's the default editor, and it's by far the best editor. You can also have these, but these are sort of special editors, and that is pretty, as it says, tiny editor. So yes, everything that we do, we'll be doing with that. It is quite a good editor. Right, our time zone is London and English United Kingdom, and that's all. So very basic. If ever you want to change your password, this is where you would go, or your email address. Everything else, of course, unless your name changes as well, but everything else will be just remain the same. That is the profile page. Right, so if we look further, the next thing that I want to point out to you would be the editor icon. Of course, if I click on the home page now, you will find an icon appeared there on this page since you signed into the page. And if you click on that icon, you will see that it gives the opportunity to edit this specific page we are in. So before I do that, let's just have a look at that. I will do that now, and then we will talk about the editor overview. Right. So when you click on the edit button or the edit bar there, you will be presented with an editor where you can edit the article. Now, a quick overview of this editor. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. There's loads of other videos that show more about it. I just want to move this up a little bit. Right, this bar is where you can save or cancel or look at previous versions of this article. Then your editor consists of a content page, which is this page, images and links page, a publishing page, a language page, and a metadata page. Just quickly, the content page gives you the ability to change the content of that front page or the article that you have clicked the edit on. So you can now go ahead and change any of these things using, of course, these tools. And if you hover over them, it'll tell you what the tools are about. So if you are familiar with some editing or editor software like Microsoft Word, for instance, then a lot of these will make sense straight away. But we'll go through some of them at a later time when we work with an article. Of course, I would probably use only less than 50% of these things. I will use some of them I will use always, and some of them I will use sometimes, and some others I will never use. But that is this edit page. If you go down a little bit, you can see that there are links here which can also be used to do certain things. Now, we don't really use these very often, but you can, for instance, link to an article, insert article in an article or an image, or you can make a page break if you want to, or you can insert a read more link. So you would show only, let's say, the first paragraph, put in a read more link there, and the rest of the thing will be read only if you click on the read more link. Okay, so that is this page. The images and links page, hardly ever use it. I have never used it. I'm not really even sure what to tell you about this, but of course you can always play with it in a test article, play with it and see what it does. And then if you really want to know what it's all about, then I can go deeper into finding out what it's all about. This publishing tab takes you to the publishing page. Now this is a pretty important page that you will always use. Just to go through it very briefly, there is, as you can see, those entry boxes that you can use. Now the most important one here would be the category field. You must always make sure that your article, especially if you make new articles, that your article is linked to the correct category. Sometimes an article, like in the front page, is uncategorized. But if you do a news article, and if we just go up there, if you do your newsletter there, you have to link it to that category. If you do the social events there, you have to link it to the social category. If you do anything on the training administrator training page, you have to link it to the training. If you do anything on the About Us page, you have to link it to About Us. So you always got to make sure that you understand where you have to link things to. Okay, so very important. Just a quick overview of some of the other areas. The tags, never use it. If you hover over that thing, you will see a tooltip pops up, and you can add and delete tags to an item. Now tags are just words which, if you link to them, would be associated with this article. Version note, so if you change this article, you can always put a note for yourself there to know, to just record why you have made a change to the page. You can put an author's alias in there, a name that you want to use. I never really use that because I hardly ever display the name for an article. Right, and then you have to choose the status. Now the default is published, but you can also go into an article and unpublish it. You can archive it and you can trash it. I would never archive or trash immediately. I would unpublish first, leave it unpublished for a couple of days, and then thereafter, if I still don't want to publish it again, I would either archive or trash it. Archive means that you will store it away for possible future use. Trash means you really throw it away. And then you can decide if an article is featured or not, and as you can see, assign the article to the feature blog layout. Now the featured blog layout would show up on the home page. So if you make an article featured, it will automatically show up on the home page. So it depends what you want to do with that. And only on the home page will you use featured. Nowhere else will you use featured. So you would always keep it a no. And I think the default is no in any case. Right, you can also then use these to input fields to decide when to start publishing it. Now you can see I have started publishing this on the 23rd of August, and you can finish. You can also choose a date if you want to finish publishing it. If you leave it empty like that, it means that it will never finish. It'll just carry on until eventually you put a finishing date in there. And that is this publishing page. Most importantly, if you do nothing else, you have to make sure that you work with a category properly. Right, the language page, there's only one language, and that is English for the UK, so nothing to do there. And the metadata, just a quick word about metadata. Metadata is what search engines like Google and Yahoo and so on use to pick up on information. If somebody should make a search on a word or a phrase, it goes through all the websites that it knows about, and it will pick up and display this article, for instance, if it picks up words there. Now you can see I haven't used anything. It is not necessary that you do that, but if you do want search engines to pick up on any words, then you can put it in there. And this is article related, not website related. Okay, so that is the overview of the article editor. Right, the next topic would be to walk through the whole website, all the pages, and quickly tell you about the page, and at the same time point out which pages you will be responsible for maintaining and which not. Okay, and then at the same time, as we get to them, we'll also talk about the menu items that appear when you sign in only and is not visible to the public. Right, let's carry on. So as you could see, I am just going to cancel here. Always make sure that you cancel out of a page if you didn't make any changes. Never just shut down the website at this point in time, because it locks down the article. If you do it, it means that the next time someone wants to come in, either me or you, come in to update the article, you may find that you cannot do it because it's locked. In which case I will have to be notified, and I can unlock it then in the back end of the website. Right, so I'm going to just cancel out of the article so that we have the website as we would normally see it. Now this is the front page. Nothing much to say about it, except that it is possible for you to edit anything here that you want to edit, so you have the power to change this. The About Us page, exactly the same. Everywhere where you see that you've got the editor button, you can change it. You will notice that this is part of this article, so these are just pictures on there. Go into it and have a look at the page, and always remember that when you come out, click on cancel if you didn't change anything that you want to save. The newsletter page, exactly the same. This is a page that you will be able to edit yourself. So also the social events page, and so also the fixtures page. Now you'll notice that this fixtures page consists of these two entities there. If you click on one of them, then you will go into another page. Now you can see you can't change this page because it's a high-level page. There's nothing you can do to change this. There's no editor icon. So to change your fixtures page, you're going to have to click on that little button, and then you can click on the editor to put in your summer program fixtures in here. As you can see, we are yet still to put stuff in. Right, to go back, I could click there, or I could click on fixtures again, or I can click on fixtures there. If I click on fixtures there, it takes me back to the fixtures page, and from there again I can go into the winter program fixtures page, which is also under construction at the moment. As I said, you can click there on your back button, or you can click on the fixtures page there, and it'll take you back to that again. Right, and then we've got a page called Leagues. Now you will see that this page you also can't change, because this is basically static. If of course there are new leagues that needs to be listed here, you will have to let me know, and then I can list it here, whereafter you can click on a link, and then you'll be able to change the content of this Winter League, internal Winter League page. And the same applies. If you click there, you would go back, and from here you can go into the other links, and you would be able to edit all three of those. Right, then we have a competitions page, and the competitions page is basically set up exactly the same as the leagues page. As you can see, you can't edit this page, but if you go into one of those links, you will be able to edit this specific page. Going to the honors page. In the honors page, there is still a bit of work to be done on the honors page, unless I have a bit of an example of what it is that needs to be set up here. I have no real idea, but I can imagine that if we have several pages from this honors page, then it will probably be similar to, let's say, the competitions page with its links, and then from the link you go to the specific page that could be edited. Then you've got the gallery. Now the gallery is also something that you will be able to maintain, but except you don't see an editor button there. It works completely differently. This works like a real gallery type software, which is what it is really. So you need to click on the users panel, and from the users panel you would be able to do things. You can see you can upload, you can create categories or whatever. Not going to go into it now, because there will be a video specifically to show you how to work with this thing. So just going back to the home page. Right, then we have the where we play page, or find us page if you want, which will take you to this page. And as you can see, you can edit this page, because if you have to change any of the content there, then you can do it. I of course do not expect that you need to know how to change the map here, and of course you can see that this works exactly the same as Google, because it is Google Maps, and there is the website there. I just used my mouse button to scroll in and out of it, the mouse wheel rather. Right, so also a page that you can edit if you want to, but chances are you will not really do that. And then we have the Contacts Us page. Now you will notice that on the Contacts Us page you can't change it, because there is really nothing to change. It is not something that we edit here. This is an application, and it's always the same as it is now. There's some stuff that you can change, a bit of configuration changes on it, but that would sit on the back end of the website. You can't do it from the front end. Of course, if anybody wants to send an email message here to safeguard us against spammers and people that want to break into our stuff and give us a hard time, you have to click on any one picture. Like in this one, it says before you can send that message, you have to click on the suitcase there, and then you can click on send. So the software checks and makes sure that it's a human that sends the message and not a robot. In other words, an application that crawls the web and do bad things. Right, and now you will notice that we've gone through the whole of the website of what people see, public will see out there, and which you will be able to maintain. The rest of it will only appear if you log into the website, then these will appear. The edit profile we have talked about already. You have a link there that would take you to a page where and give you a blank sheet, a blank page where you can create a new article in. which means you're not maintaining one, you are creating a new article with exactly the same as what we went through, and there will be of course another video or 2 or 3 or even more to show you how to deal with this page. Then we also have administrative training page, and this is where you're going to spend a lot of your time, I suppose, because down here you will have a list of articles and videos that will be listed down here to train you with. The same as this video that you're now looking at, a lot of these pages will contain videos to go through. I am not going to go into a lot of them at the moment. But yes, you will start there, you will work your way down and learn quite a lot about how to maintain this website. Now, it may seem as if you can edit these articles, but you really can't edit them. I can edit those because I created them in the first place. These were created by administrator, so they don't even show for me as a user. Or let's say a publisher to be able to edit those pages. But normally I set these pages and edit these pages in the back end, not in the front end. Right, and then these 2 buttons I'm not going to talk about now, but this is what I have set up to be able for you to use, so you can create events, and an event would be a match of sorts, and list the events. But I'm not going to talk about them at all at the moment because this needs a special video to train how to do that. And that is the whole website. So at this point I am going to stop this video. It is quite long already, and post it on this page as well, so you can actually work through it. Okay, so that's all for this video. Until next time, thanks for watching.